Hi guys, my name's Rick Shields down here at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and today we're going to be testing the new TaylorMade SLDR S Hybrid Club, or what they're still referring to it as the Rescue Club. And TaylorMade were the first guys to bring out rescue golf clubs, and then they kind of got switched over names and started being called hybrids, but they've actually still got the Rescue little emblem on the end here. This is the SLDR S, so it's different to the kind of SLDR hybrid that they've brought out in the past. For a couple of reasons. It's a slightly bigger head, so it's got a bigger footprint behind the ball, and it's lighter. It's awfully lot lighter. That way it's supposed to be able to, much easier to hit, and certainly hit easier off the deck, off the floor, and it's helping golfers of all different standards as well. I've got this currently in the 22 degrees setting, which is the 4 hybrid. Now this comes out in 19 degrees all the way up to 28. So a 19 degree would be like a 3 hybrid all the way up to 28 degrees, which is like a 6 iron basically. It's still got the little speed pocket at the back, so that's going to produce fast ball speed apparently. And it looks pretty awesome. Now they've kept with the same kind of colour scheme as the SLDR S driver and fairway wood, as you would imagine, so it's almost like a metallic-y metal head, where the other one was almost a dark grey head, the normal SLDR. So it's got this metallic head, which I think looks better. Now behind the golf ball it does just look a tiny bit bigger, but generally you can't really tell there's much of a difference. It just looks like a nice forgiving hybrid. They've put a lighter shaft in it as well. This is the Speeder, slightly higher launching shaft, and this is I've got this in 72 grams, which is the stiff flex at the moment. There are obviously other shaft options. I'm going to be hitting some golf shots here on GC2 and give you some idea of kind of the distances that this golf club hitting, the distances it's producing, and I'll be showing you all those as well, and kind of trying to highlight the benefits of the golf club and how it can help you improve your game simply. Okay, so we're going to be hitting some real golf balls. Straight away, that 22 degrees aloft just looks so generous and forgiving. I would always prefer to hit a hybrid if it was under pressure rather than an iron. I don't actually carry a hybrid, I do carry all irons, but I can understand the appeal behind a hybrid because it just looks super forgiving. The thing that I find with a hybrid, it just goes really high, and I can't always control the flight of it, certainly into long par 4s or if it's windy. So I'm going to be hitting a couple of shots now, and let's see what it does. Oh, that was really nice to hit, and it is super high. That's gone a really long way. Now for a 4 hybrid, I would say I normally hit a 4 iron, let's say about 210 yards. That's carried at 211, but the height was just up into space. The height was so good. So it'll land nice and softly into the green there. Yeah, really nice. Because it's got a slightly shallower face as well, in keeping with the fairway wood, it's a lot easier to hit off the floor. 209 yards. So pretty good so far, and both of them relatively straight. Yeah, it's really nice to hit, really comfortable. 213. What I'm going to do this time is slightly misstrike it. So I'm going to hit this one a little bit more towards the toe side of the golf club and see if there's much of a difference in distance. Because again, if you're using a 4 hybrid, you're obviously a golfer that may struggle with long irons, and therefore you might not be able to strike the ball quite as well with a longer club. So if I hit this one a little bit out the toe this time, I'm imagining it's going to curve a bit to the left. That was definitely more from the toe side of centre there. I should do that more often. It's actually carried 218 yards. So it's showing there that the spread on the face is pretty healthy. It's pretty powerful on all sides of the golf club. If I catch one a fraction out the heel, it definitely went left, by the way, that one, because of the toe shot. So I'm going to hit this one a little bit more out the heel. And that's just produced a very subtle little left to right golf shot, and still 212 yards. So I've hit this 5 times now, and every single time it's kind of in between that 209 to 218 yards. So it's a really nice, powerful golf club that produces a lot of ball speed. I think a little bit in that speed pocket. It has no adjustability, so you can't change the loft, which most hybrids are kind of sticking to really. And I could imagine this would be a great addition for a golfer who would struggle with a long iron. So if you're not comfortable with a 4 iron, a 5 iron, like I say, it even goes to 6 iron loft. So it might be worth even getting one in a 6 iron loft, because they're not always the most easier club to hit in the world. Love the look of the head. That metallic look behind the ball looks great. Shallow face. I don't think it's any different to the SLDR, you know, the normal hybrid. I think it's just a little bit bigger and maybe a fraction lighter. So if you have already got the SLDR hybrid, don't worry, don't sweat. It's not a newer, it's a newer version, but it's not much better. But it's a golf club, the rescue golf club, like they've still named it. I would say it's quite fitting. I reckon it'd be really easy to hit off the fairway, off the rough, and even in the deep stuff. So that was my review of the TaylorMade SLDR S Hybrid Club. You can check out my channel by clicking the link down below. Also check out my next window here. And my quick little summary is it's a golf club that can be used by many golfers. I would say the slightly higher handicapper would benefit from this the most because of the shallow face. It's going to get the ball up into space and landing pretty quickly on a fairly decent length golf shot. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been Rick Shields down here at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and that was the TaylorMade SLDR S Hybrid Club. I need to start calling it a rescue, not a hybrid, actually.